Adventure card game goodness tonight. I'm really excited about. I was a little down, actually. I was kind of depressed about the last game I played. I thought I had that last quest wrapped up, and I was going to get that single player knocked out, or the first campaign knocked out, the Shadows Reach, so that I can go on to maybe start some new things next week. But unfortunately, I made some rookie mistakes in right before starting the last stage of the quest, and then on top of that, I had some really bad luck with card draws, which of course that could also be my fault for the way I've built my deck. But I'm not going to dwell on that because I was able to get past the fourth quest. I know that I can get past the fifth quest. I was surprised the last stage of the campaign, down quest 5, down the Anduin, is sort of a revision of the original Lord of the Rings core physical box set, the core game physical box set. Had it down the Anduin um, scenario in the middle, and that's actually my favorite scenario from the core game. It is time to beat the last quest, Joe. I agree. But the physical card game had this quest, and it's probably my favorite in the core set. A really fun quest, really cool mechanics as far as the card game went, and I do like how that's been carried through here, the spirit of it for sure. But the last quest is definitely a surprise how they changed that from the last time I played it. There was definitely not an epic fight. Well, there might have been an epic fight. I'm trying to remember how it ended, but there was an epic fight. But I did not have to fight a huge clone army. I wasn't expecting a giant clone army, and because I was facing that clone army, I was thrown off a little bit as to what actions to take. And I also, going into that, I should have built up my fate a lot more so I could have debuffed them a little bit. Because once again, I don't have a really strong attack deck being lore and spirit focused with two spirit heroes and one lore hero. So we're going to try this again. We're going to get some good fate built up. I was really doing really well rolling into it. I'm going to try to get rid of Narya to start off with here. I do like the aspect of drawing cards, but I don't necessarily think I need it right off the bat because I'll probably get enough cards to play for a while. It's better that those drawing cards come in later. Well prepared is pretty good. We might be facing some events off the bat, and I do like the idea of lowering threat even more. Although my new hero Glorfindel might help me do that on a regular basis. The Rovanian Outrider is pretty good. He's 2 cost, but at least he's an ally and he can soak up a little bit of damage. And he's also good at objectives as kind of a side job. So I think I'll stick with these and... Okay, so I did get the Minstrel and the Handmaiden, so I've got some healing and de-threat ability. So I've got to board the raft in the first place. So I've got to complete this objective. It's a six willpower cost objective. But the downside is I can't even do it until I get rid of the Hill Troll. Last game I got really lucky and I got a Back to the Shadows card to get rid of him right off the bat. But this time I'm going to have to use some good old-fashioned figuring this out kind of situation. The AI has also gotten a lot smarter because now when I use Tom's ability, he will automatically attack with a hero that doesn't do quite as much damage, which is unfortunate. But I don't really have a choice because I'm at least negating some damage somewhere. I guess what I could do as a trade-off is I could have Glorfindel. Nope, I can't because he is guard. I've got to attack the guard first. So I was thinking I could take out this enemy because he's only 2 hit points, but... And then I could use Tom's ability to block either the 3 or the 4, whoever didn't attack. But I'm afraid I'm just going to have to start with Tom's ability, so he'll attack me. Yeah. So now I have to take 7 damage this first round, which is not great. And I do have to kind of worry about what he's going to do with his 4 resources right off the bat. So I definitely need to have Glorfindel block. He'll take damage, but he will reduce the threat because of that. Ooh, so I get attacked with the big guy. And Arwen... Unfortunately, Bilbo can't block. I could distract the troll and then be able to just leave, which might be smart. But I do hate going to the second stage without very much built up army-wise. If I bring out the minstrel or the handmaiden, they're going to die right away, unfortunately. I have a feeling. If I bring out the Ravanian Outrider... Well, I have a feeling... I want them to... I don't mind them necessarily attacking Bilbo first, because that saves Arwen for future Guardian status. And I think I want to get two... I think I want to get 2 allies out the first round. Oh, but I also need to be able to attack with somebody. So let's say I get the Ravanian Outrider out and see who he attacks. Okay, so he did attack the Outrider. That's good, because it's not going to my heroes or to Bilbo, who's just an ally. But he's an important one. I can't let him die. Okay, so I've got enough to do some damage. I wanted to get the minstrel out. I just don't think I can do it this round. So I think I'll bring the handmaiden out. Okay, so he's got a 2/2 attacker, which is okay because I have... I could use Bilbo to kill one and then use the other 2 to kill the other. It seems like the smartest thing because Tom will negate some pretty big damage next round if that's the case. So we'll go ahead and do that this round. Okay, so at the end of every round he's going to get a little bit more threat, but I'm not too worried about threat. Because I'll be able to reduce it quite a bit with Glorfindel and other cards that I have. So now we're making Tom's ability a little bit more useful. Man, got a flying creature. Nothing's going to die, but I'm probably going to get my Outrider to... Well, let's go ahead and have the handmaiden. Let's go ahead and... I mean, I'm sure the Outrider will take some damage, but... Oh, no, he attacked Bilbo. Okay. So at this point, the handmaiden can't do anything except add her fate. I'm hoping that at least next round I can distract the troll and just get out of here. But I've also got to worry about healing. But I'm going to get my minstrel out, so as I'm killing things, I'm hoping that I will... as I'm killing things, I'm hoping I can get things out and not into danger. Out of danger. Okay. What's up, Lard? How's it going? Thanks for joining us. We're doing some Lord of the Rings card game. It's a lot of fun, but also very grueling and lots of tough decisions. Okay, so I got to use Tom's ability. But if I use Tom's ability, he won't attack. He'll attack with the nothing person. So maybe I'm going to Forest Snare something. Which takes the Hill Troll out of commission. Oh, but I lost my handmaiden. Oh well, that's okay, because it was 3 damage, and I think she only had 2 hit points, so he actually lost a little extra damage there. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Tough decisions, grueling. It is my kind of game. Alright, so at this point, I'm only taking 1 damage. Nothing is going to die, but I could be very close to dying. I do want to kind of work on something, which could just be to leave, essentially. I could just kind of get out of here. Let's see. So I think what I'll do is cancel the next event he plays. Yeah. Oh, I haven't even used Tom yet. Well, that's good. I guess he can work on... I've definitely got enough willpower I could just bypass the whole system with Arwen and the Rider, because the Rider gets +1 willpower when he's completing an objective that hasn't been worked on yet. And then I can use the others to kind of build up the troll distraction. But that means I still have to think about what's going to happen with that 4 willpower. So let's go ahead and start working on the objective. Oh, I can't because the hill troll's distracted. So I got to actually get the distraction set up first. Well, let's go ahead and have... Oh, I know what I can do. I can have Bilbo steal a resource from Sauron. Ah, right. I canceled. Yeah, so he would have discarded a random card from my hand, which might have been the Minstrel, but I canceled that, thankfully. I'm going to go ahead and get the Minstrel out. Get some healing set up. Okay, good. This is good. So I have to be careful here. I want to make sure that I have enough willpower to be able to distract the troll. I only need 2 more for that. And then, besides distracting the troll, I need to... Yeah, so one of the things about the physical card game is that it's a 4-player card game. And right now their plans are just to have a 2-player cooperative game. I'm just hoping that they'll expand that eventually. It just seems like the natural thing to do. So I'm hoping that'll happen. It'll really allow for better deck customization and specialization. I'm really excited about seeing what people can do with 4 people playing. Okay, I don't think he's going to do anything play-wise. I mean, he might, but it shouldn't be anything significant. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on killing small things so I can heal. Alright. So I'll heal someone. I think I'll have Glorfindel. Yeah. Okay, so he passed. So I'm kind of on my own now. So at this point, Tom needs to finish... so that I can distract the troll. And now I can go ahead and complete the objective, which starts with the Ravanian Rider. So he got +3. That means Arwen just kind of finishes it. And now I can travel without having to kill any of these guys, which probably would have taken an extra turn. But before I do that, I need to make sure I'm working on building up a little bit of fate. I can reduce fate, heal allies only, which kind of sucks, or reduce one enemy to 1 health, and that's going to be something I might want to do in the last stage. I need to save that for the last stage, if I can. Alright, so I guess I'm traveling. Oh, cool. So Glorfindel didn't get attacked, so his ability went to fate. So this stage is interesting. It's very much like the physical part of the card game, where you're traveling down the river and you have to kind of worry about things building up a little bit, but the main thing that you got to worry about are these hazards. So one hazard makes me shed a card every round. One hazard gains a threat every round. I'm not as worried about that. One hazard deals 6 damage to a random character every round. Actually, 2 of those do that. And that's what I think just happened to me. Okay, so I do get to heal a character. I think I'm going to have Glorfindel heal again. I should have probably healed the Ravanian Rider. Yeah, because he can pretty much get killed because a lot of these guys have 2 damage and they can go past guarded characters. Okay, so I got to worry about threat a little bit because if he gets his threat up, he's going to be able to raise how much I have to do to complete these these hazards. He's going to increase the value by 2. I can't attack these. These guys are, as you can see, they're kind of shrouded in clouds, dark clouds, because I can't attack them until they're either stealthed, or I'm sorry, until they're exhausted. I can't attack them. So what I could do, because I know I'm going to be taking damage from them, I can't avoid it. What I can do is at least get some use out of this rider before they kill him by attacking one guy, and then that lets me also heal, which could get him out of danger. Whew. Oh, but they attack Bilbo. That's okay. Bilbo, I have some healing. Like refreshing waters can heal allies. That's not a big deal. So now at this point, I can have Tom use his ability, which cancels the attack value of the next attack. So there. Now I just have to worry about what he could play. I can definitely play both of my cards, but one of them is going to give me extra cards that I can play. So I think I'm going to play this first because I want to see what he's going to do, and hopefully the cards I get will be helpful. Defeat an exhausted minion. Oh, great. All my event cards are discarded. Okay. Alright, that was painful, but, you know, I could have lost Gandalf and Narya. That would have been worse, although that wouldn't have been an event. Those wouldn't have been event cards, but... Well, there goes my big threat reduction for the round. I'm hoping that Glorfindel won't get damaged, and then that means I'll be able to... I'll be able to add even more... or I'll be able to lower the threat. So I don't think I need to heal. I would like to apply 5 progress per player, so basically 5 progress to a random hazard. I got to get rid of these rapids so that I don't take random damage. I'm not as worried about the threat or shedding a card because I don't have any. So these left 2 hazards I definitely need to get rid of. I would also like to kill the goblin sniper. So I think I'm going to steal a resource so maybe he doesn't have as much to play with. Now maybe I'll skip that this round because Bilbo's ability to attack is really good as well. Okay, so we're going to see what he's going to do by having Bilbo attack one of the snipers. That's going to heal. Give that to Bilbo. Get him out of danger a little bit. Okay, so we got a flying creature. I can't attack flying creatures because I have no range. So I just have to kind of wait. I definitely need Arwen to... I mean, I just need to let this guy attack whoever he wants. So, because Arwen needs to work on Fate. And then I need everybody else kind of attacking. The bird's going to survive, but that's not as big of a deal. I wish that I had left the Rovanian Outrider up, but that's okay. Okay. So my dilemma is that I can apply 5 progress per to a hazard, and that means the minstrel can finish one of the hazards by herself, and then Arwen could work on half of the hazard on the other one. So we'll see. I don't really want Glorfindel. I'm going to go ahead and have Glorfindel attack, which heals. I'll heal Bilbo back up in case the bird decides to attack him. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Okay, so the bird is killable now, but I don't think I'm going to do that at this point. I think I'm going to have Arwen. Yeah. All of my characters that are exhausted take damage. That sucks. Okay, so Fate Threat is not going to trigger this event just yet. I'm going to go ahead and apply 5 progress. Ooh, and I forgot, that's a random event too, so I keep getting lucky because I forget, and then I get lucky that it goes for the one that I want. Let's see. Yeah, Evil Storm is sucky. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the one that takes events away. Yeah, that's really annoying. Oh, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to work on the second hazard yet, but I can at least get rid of one of them. Okay, so we're really close. Oh, he didn't take damage, so I just got a fade out of it. I forgot about that. Okay, so I get to heal a character. I need to stop healing Bilbo because I can heal all my allies. Ooh, so this is nice. I get the Record Keeper out. He's a little bit of a good beefcake. He can guard, and I get an extra card draw every round. Man, do I really want to use Tom? Let's go ahead and get the Record Keeper out. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So he attacked Arwen. That's not bad. I am going to have the Rider work on this first because he gets 3 willpower if it's a new hazard. And then that means it's within striking distance of Arwen. New hazard just played. Reduce each card draw by 1 for each player. So that's not too bad. So I would be drawing nothing. I can't remember how many cards he gets now with the new rules. I think it's a full hand, but he's reduced by 1. I get 1 card instead of 2. I've got to resolve all these hazards, which sucks. But it's not too bad because I can start working on. You can see what's going to happen. But I definitely need to have Arwen finish. Oh, actually, since there's not much to attack, Bilbo would be much more useful stealing resources. Okay, so he gained block to the bird. So it takes 2 hits to kill instead of 1. Sarwin does draw a full hand. Okay, so he draws 4 cards instead of 5, which is definitely more. That hazard is definitely more of a benefit to him. But I'm still not as worried about that. I mean, that might be the next thing I work on once I get this random damage out. All right, so Arwen will finish that. Okay. And I'm worried because Oh, Glorfindel didn't take damage, so that means the threat's going to go up and these objectives are going to get a little bit harder. I'm still not too worried about the card threat, but I am worried about the threat going up more after this, but what can I do, really? So we'll have Tom and the minstrel work on this hazard. And then I'll have... Do we want to work on... Yeah, threat next. Because I've been able to play all my cards. Okay. Yeah. So that means all the threat... And I hope those don't reset, but I think it is, right? We'll see here. Damn it, restore each hazard to full, and then they go up by 2. See, this is the kind of stupid thing I got to think about. So they go up to full, then they go up by 2. So me applying my willpower to that was useless. I should have applied it to fate. But hopefully it won't affect me in too much of a negative way. We'll see. I did get Gandalf and unexpected courage. This is a great question. Who should take the hit? We'll have the record keeper go on guard. It's a little bit of waste of his willpower, but it does kill the... Oh, it doesn't kill the bird. Damn it. I forgot he's got block. Okay. So I'll have Bilbo steal some money again. Just to be annoying. So Sauron now has a hazard that gives him +1 resources. I'm going to give unexpected courage to Glorfindel, so that when he kills the bird, then he kills things, he can also +1 threat for each of your allies or discard one of your allies. So the threat would go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I would discard one of my allies. What is 34? Reduce every hero to 0 willpower this round. And I really need willpower. That would happen next round, though. Every hero, so not the allies, just the heroes. Yeah, I don't really want to get rid of my allies. Call me crazy. I don't want to play Gandalf yet, even though I could. I want to try to get Narya out. Alright. So I need to make my willpower count because... Oh, but I'm going to have to shed this card if I don't. So I got to get rid of this new objective here. Alright, so he'll finish this objective. And then Glorfindel will kill, which will also heal. And then he'll be rejuvenated because of unexpected courage. He'll start working on this new adventure. And I'll keep waiting. So I did avoid losing cards, but I'm really soaring up in threat. I'm up to almost 40, so I really got to watch out for this. I've still got 2 stages left, and all of my heroes are going to be at 0 willpower, which is okay, because I've got some pretty good ally willpower, and I've got some new allies that can come out. I need to heal Glorfindel. Okay, so I've got to defeat an exhausted minion, so Back to the Dark will be really useful if I can save it for the last stage. Alright, so the hard part is going to be waiting to see what he's going to bring out. So I'm going to leave my heroes untapped to take care of that, while I have my allies work on these last couple of hazards. What do I want to do? I think I want to keep stealing money to keep him a little bit weaker, even though he's got a ton of money. Okay, Hummer Horns. That's not good. Summon one Hummer Horn. Okay, so I'm going to use Tom to take away his attack. Man, I really need to attack him, but... Oh, well, Oh, yeah, I've got enough to attack him. So I'm going to do this to get rid of this, because he has +1 if he goes after a new... Ooh, so this guy needs to die. I wish I could finish... Am I going to have to get rid of somebody? Yeah. I'd have to get rid of somebody to bring out the new rider. And I don't have quite enough to get the hazard beaten, but I have enough to kill, I think. So first I gotta knock him down by one. Oh, no, I won't have enough. Okay, so we got another hazard, of course. Gives him extra threat. But this will also let me heal. And he's going into the next round with no... let's see, we got some threat. So let's go ahead and get our allies healed back up. Yeah. Not completely, but a good amount. And then... Unfortunately, I have nothing except for the minstrel to help with taking out willpower objectives, unless I want to bring out somebody new. But I don't really. That's the problem. I don't really want to bring out anybody new. I could bring out Gandalf because I do have another Gandalf. And that would reduce... I could reduce my threat by 3... 3 damage to Bilbo is not too bad, but again, the problem is more along the lines of me being at 40. Let's see. I really wish I could do something with my characters. I guess I'll put R1 on guard and Glorfindel on guard. It seems like such a waste. And Bilbo's going to take some damage, so I need to heal him. And I need to start reducing threat for sure. That's going to be Gandalf's big job. Okay. Restore, obviously, Bilbo. Okay, got another minstrel. That'll be interesting. So now we've got to do some big questing. So I'm going to have the Outrider go for... Yeah, because he can do 3 more Hummer Horns. We'll use Tom to cancel his attack. Yeah. So this is where this deck excels, is that if I can get the timing on my side, the tempo on my side, I've got the ability to negate damage, get healing back so the damage is effectively canceled. I just can't do a lot of damage. That's the problem. And thankfully that willpower thing is gone, which was a detriment because I couldn't do anything for threat or anything like that. Okay, so he gets threat from this hazard, so this really needs to go. but I also need to try to build up to reduce the threat by another 3. I can also draw some cards, which I think I'm going to do. Because I just want to see what options I have. So I'm getting Limbus and Narya. Hello. Okay. So while I love the Outrider, he gots to go. And he's going to reduce threat by 3, which will take me down into the 30s again. I'll play Narya to keep Gandalf around for a while. Not like the deadbeat dad that he usually is. And now the game is a little bit different. So I've got the ability to do huge attacks and huge willpower moves. And I've still got these really great fate events that I can reduce threat even more and cripple an enemy big time. And this is nice because you can even do this on bosses. Okay, so let's see. We've got Bilbo. Oh, who hasn't used his power, so I mean, come on, we gotta steal that money. Glorfindel will be unexpectedly rejuvenated if he kills this guy. And it heals, so that's always a benefit. Need to get Bilbo back up. Then we can have everybody contributing to this last hazard. And the only difference is that before I leave, although this wasn't the stage I screwed up on, it was the next stage, I've got to allocate fate with everybody left so that I can be pumped up. Let's see. So if I travel, yeah, I think I've got fate built up enough here. I could heal somebody too and bring them back in for another, but I think that might be useful to save for later. Towards the end of the game, when card drawing isn't as important, I may sacrifice the record keeper and bring out my other minstrel to keep everybody double healed. I could just go ahead and do the Grace of Lorien now, but I'm worried that in the next stage there might be a fate event that's localized that I might want to use this fate for more. So I'm going to just go ahead and travel. Cool, Glorfindel's contribution to fate helped because he didn't take any damage this round. Okay, so at this point I'm off the river and I'm on the shore and I've got to hold my foes at bay until I can escape on the water. So they trap me on some shallows. There's 2 7 fate events, which is to bring in some aid. Unfortunately, so I gained 3 allies, which sucks because I don't want to get rid of the allies that I have. And I can still do my crippling strike to reduce an enemy to nothing. And I can get -1 fate. So, this is where we're at. I get to heal someone. We still need to get Bilbo back up. Got a Star Brooch, which means I've either got double willpower or double attack. I wish I could play it on Gandalf, but that's alright. Let's see. I've already got kind of the same thing on Glorfindel right now. So I'm going to have to, because there's so many enemies out at this point, I'm going to have to do some creative blocking. I'm trying to see if there's something I can play to negate anything first, but I don't think I really can. So I know if I block with someone, he's going to attack me with a big guy. If I use Tom's ability, he's going to attack me with a little guy. So I'm going to... And the problem is there's 2 little guys and 2 bigger damage, but it's just a difference of 1. So let's go ahead and... I don't know. Let's go ahead and block and see. He'll attack with a big guy, yeah. So he attacked with a big guy. And if I block with another guy, he's going to attack with another big guy. The problem is that's a lot of damage for someone like my heroes, but Gandalf could take 3 hits. It'll take him down to 2, but he will effectively murder someone. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll guard. Yeah. And then that healing can be applied back to him, so he really only lost 2 hit points. And now, if I want to continue threat reduction, I can have Glorfindel block the next one, because I'm only going to be taking 2 damage. But also at this point, I can have Tom use his ability to block the first of the 2 damage. That didn't seem to block damage, because... Oh, no, maybe he... Oh, yeah, he blocked the first guy, so he didn't take damage. So I'm worried about losing the Map Keeper if I don't block with somebody. So I need to block with Glorfindel. I think that he will... Oh, I'll just have him attack. Then he won't take damage. Geesh, that was dumb. I almost didn't do that right. So the nice thing is that will not only heal me, so I can get Gandalf back up, but it'll also keep him untapped because he's got unexpected courage. So now this guy has 3 damage that he can do. As revenge, he's going to defeat a non-unique ally. That's no fun. I don't really want to use Crippling Strike yet. So I'll go ahead and have Glorfindel block. And then I will bring him back with Limbus. Okay. Man. Draw a card, increased by that card's cost. Man, he's going to defeat a non-unique ally. So he could take out my Minstrel or my Record Keeper. More than likely my Minstrel. So I really don't want to destroy him. Is there a way I can complete this objective? That's the big question. I don't really need to worry about card draws at this point. So if I was to get rid of the Map Keeper, the Record Keeper, I could bring out this guy, the Outrider, who would give me 3. And then if I put the Star Brooch on Arwen, that would be another 6. That's 9. Oh yeah, I could totally do this. I just have to kind of handle this Scavenger. Okay. So he just does 1 damage. But he could end up killing my Record Keeper, which, you know, wouldn't be that big of a loss. I've got some replacements to come in. Okay, so let's... Location specific. I could bring out these allies. Might be the best thing. Okay, so let's put the Star Brooch on Arwen and see who he attacks. He's probably going to kill the Map Keeper, Record Keeper. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so I think I get these cards in my hand, if I remember right. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. So I don't necessarily have to play these cards all at once. I just get them in my hand, yeah. And Haldor's free, and he's pretty awesome. And he reduces the cost of -1 attack to every orc and the resource cost of every zero cost to every Sylvan in the hand, which I've got 2 that comes with him. So he's great to play first. And I think I'm going to easily be able to bypass this. Yeah. So now the nice thing is all of his stuff is going to be, let's see, any of these guys have pursuit? Because I don't, oh, grants pursuit to every orc. So this guy needs to die. So I got to rethink this. Okay, so she has the Star Brooch. Oh, but I was going to play my Outrider. But that's okay. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 that Halder and Arwen can do themselves. 10 for the Minstrel and 11 for Bilbo. Then that leaves 2. I can't do it. Oh, but I could give Unexpected Courage to Halder. And he could finish the objective. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. Halder has to go last on this objective. Arwen can do 2 hits on it, which will take it down by 6. This is so much math. So much math. Then Minstrel. So much thinking. I'm almost thinking that I'm going to have to destroy some enemies this round and then just complete the quest next round. I could back to the dark, but I really want to save that. But I also am worried because I need to build up fate, because this is the mistake I made. I didn't build up fate going into the last stage, which meant I just got overwhelmed really fast. So I can keep this guy alive and kill everybody else. Well, this orc is useless. So I really just need to kill the Warg Riders and the Mirkwood Patrol. Both of these guys only have Unexpected Courage, though, so I've got to do the finishing blow with both of them. Might be impossible. Alright, so let's start with this one, though. So then Glorfindel can finish this guy, which will heal. Got to get Gandalf back up. And then, oh, but Glorfindel is supposed to come back. Oh, alright, so Haldir will... No. We don't want to lose our ally. So Haldir will hit this guy and start him out. And that's about all I'm going to be able to do. I'm almost at the point where I don't even really need healing anymore. Well, I mean, we always need healing, don't we? I've got my prepared card to cancel an event. I can't bring out any more allies, but I have them in backup just in case. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to wait one round. So I can build up fate, I can finish off these guys pretty easily. And they don't really have a lot of... Oh, I forgot a new guy comes out all the time, but... Okay, so I think the best thing is going to be... to have Tom use his ability first. Well, no, that's not going to be useful. Yeah, nope. Gandalf is the only one who can finish off the guard here. Everybody needs to... I mean, it is possible. I could, since I don't really need a lot of healing, I could have the minstrel take a hit, take the first hit, and then bring out another minstrel. Maybe I'll do that. So he'll attack me. Oh, only attack me with something small. I guess that's not too bad because now Tom will cancel something a little bit bigger. Yeah. Ooh, he took off the guard. That was dumb. Kind of. Although I don't want... Ooh, I don't want to lose this. Oh, man, I don't want to kill this guy, but he does so much damage. I'm worried about the non-unique ally because it will be the minstrel, which I guess I don't really care about, right? That's the only non-unique ally I have, so killing him won't be a big deal this time. So I could have someone who doesn't do as much. Well, Halder can do it because he'll get another action anyway. Maybe I should have Glorfindel do it. Yeah. Yeah, so that randomly killed her. Yeah. So I took a damage. Okay, so there's nothing really that I have to worry about as far as pursuit. None of the orcs are going to pursue me into the next stage. But I do have to worry about what he's going to play. So I'm going to steal some money. Just to knock his power down a little bit. Okay, so he's got a 3-4 guard. Whew. So Gandalf's going to take care of that. Which unfortunately damages him, but he can heal. Oh, but he can't because I don't have a minstrel. Gotta get the minstrel back out. Okay. So Halder can go twice if he finishes something. Arwen can just go twice no matter what. Glorfindel, I think, only has one action left. I'm worried about not having enough healing to keep Gandalf alive, but we'll see. So nothing has pursuit, so I'm just going to be working on fate and finishing this objective. So if I have her start, Halder can finish and he'll be rejuvenated. Okay. Now I can have everybody contribute threat, which will push the threat up really high. And then I will use some of that threat. And then have Glorfindel build it back up. So I lowered my threat, and now I can reduce one enemy down to 1 health automatically. And I think Glorfindel did not get damaged, so I'll be able to... Yeah. I know, Joe. I'm looking good now, so I just have to be careful. I did some stupid progression. Alright, defeat Uthak and his minions. He arrives in 2 rounds. So this is... It was deceptive at first. Now I remember, because it seemed like I was doing really well and there wasn't anything to worry about. So Uthak must just come in with whatever you don't destroy. Alright, so I can heal somebody. I'm going to lose my minstrel again if I kill this guy. That's what sucks. But at this point, healing is okay. Ooh, got another Gandalf. Summon a Guardian of the Forest. That'll be good. If I lose an ally, which I probably will lose an ally. I can reduce an enemy to 1 hit point, which I'm going to save. Just like I'm going to save Back to the Dark. Let's see. So these guys do a lot of damage. So I think starting off with Tom's power, because the low guy is a guard, yeah. So now I've just got the big guys. Gandalf can take out one of them himself. Oh, but he will die if I do that. Let's see. So I need to guard with somebody. Um, who can take 3 damage is the question. Not Arwen. Not Gandalf. Haldir. Haldir can do it. Unfortunately, I don't get to use his unexpected courage, but I mean, you know, that kind of thing happens. Okay, so I'll get him healed back up a little bit. Oof. So that guy's got to die. Let's see. So I could have her guard this damage. She won't die. Yeah. And I can heal her back up once I get, if I get to the point where I can use the extra healing. I can bring out extra allies after I use these allies. Let's see. So I think I'm going to steal his last resource just to keep him from playing anything. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he had anything, but just in case. Okay. So now I got to work on these enemies because he's coming in 2 rounds. So I can kill this one big guy here with Arwen by herself. And she's going to get 2 actions. I've also got the +1 threat for each unwounded enemy. So I got to wound some enemies at least. Reduce each player's hand to 3 cards. So I got to get rid of this. She's unfortunately got to work on that hazard. So that leaves us down to threat for unwounded enemies. So that's not too bad. We're ways away from threat problems, and it'll only get 1 extra threat. So this guy's gonna have guard. If I hit him with Glorfindel, yeah, he'll be within killing distance of Gandalf, and then I'll just take 2 damage. Yeah, I think this will work. So the next round I shouldn't have to worry about anything. Can I still not play anything? Oh, I can! Alright, so I got a built-in guard now. That's nice. Oh, so now I can keep from getting that extra threat by damaging, damaging one of his or wounding one of his enemies. Ooh, and I've got another guardian I can play once she dies. All right, so I think I'm doing okay. Don't need to bring anyone else out. Oh yeah, she's stalwart. She gets to go again. Yeah, so bring this guy within range of Gandalf now too. So that's it for that phase. Oh, but I should have put her on guard again. Oh well. Okay. So I get to heal. I just gotta get Gandalf up. Alright, so I got some extra healing power. Alright, so because I don't want to expose anybody else to damage, I'm going to use Tom's power first, so I negate at least a little damage. And then I use Gandalf to destroy this guy. Ooh, I keep forgetting that with guard they get a reciprocated attack. Okay, so he's going to do 2 damage. I gotta block this, so I will use the first stalwart ability to guard, and then if he brings anything else out, which he's not going to, I can use my second stalwart ability to guard, but okay. So Uthak is coming out next round, so what I'd like to do is keep this cluttering up the field so that I only have to worry about this easy hazard, some low-level guys that don't have much hit points, and then just use abilities to wipe them out. So I can't steal money, so I'll reduce Glorfindel did not take damage, so his final threat is going to max out my threat. Yeah, I want to keep that hazard. Definitely. So maybe I will just... Man, there's really just not going to be much for me to do then, if I'm just kind of waiting. So I'll have Halder... No, I'll have the archer. I think there's something that does like 3 damage to every enemy when it comes out. But I can just take every enemy down to 1 and it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so these guys will be within easy killing range. They don't really do that much damage anyway. So I'll have Arwen allocate to Fate. And Haldir will go on guard since he's got a good amount of hit points. I don't have anybody else I can bring out. I must have been reduced on the river stage by 1, by the number of heroes I can have out. So I was kind of surprised when I could play that archer. I could bring out the other archer. Oh yeah, but I don't want to do extra stuff. I'm waiting. Next round they're coming out. Yeah, he's coming out next round. So no cards to play just yet. Alright, we got Fate maxed out. Uthak comes out, and we just have a few guys this time rather than the whole complement. Uthak is upon you, defeat him, and 6 orc units. So we're going to have... I've already been thinking about this since last week. I've got to really... I've weighed which are the best Fate events to buy. And I'll just see if my logic fits. So I can reduce an enemy to 1 hit point. I do want to do that with Uthak, but I don't know that I want to do it the first thing. I can remove guard from every Uthak's champion. So the benefit of that would be that I could attack Uthak directly or whoever I want. Although this one guy over here has guard still. If you notice, all of his champions have block. So that effectively increases their hit point. I mean, it decreases my damage that I can do to them. So I almost feel like it's better to remove the block because that's a big hit. So that's going to be 5. I can deal 2 damage per player. So basically all these guys will be down to 3 hit points. I mean, I can't do both, so I either have to remove guard or deal 2 damage. I mean, effectively, that's going to put them within killing range of a lot more of my guys. I think I got to do that one. And then effectively what I'm hoping is that I can do things to either mitigate damage or to guard with allies that I'm willing to lose. So Tom will cancel 1 hit. Ooh, and it actually killed somebody. So now I only have to defeat 5 more units and Uthak. That didn't heal though. Oh, because I lost my minstrel? Yeah, so I've got to watch the healing, too, because I actually can't heal anything. Oh, I can play Gandalf and Narya again, which I might actually do. That will be fun. Alright, so at this point, if I attack anybody, I'm going to take 2 damage, because I have to attack the guarded units. But what might be better is to go on the defense and wait for him to attack me, which he's going to do with Haldir first. I can only play Back to the Dark on an exhausted minion, so I have to wait till something is exhausted that well, one of these champions. Okay, so let's think about... If I block, he's going to... Well, I have to block with someone. He's going to attack with the big guy. So it has to be somebody that... can take that much damage. And I don't want it to be... I don't mind it being Halder, because he'll still have 2 hit points. So maybe then I should just use my range guy to attack. Oof, it's tough. This is tough. Okay, so if I attack with Arwen, I'll take out a guy who can do 2 damage. He'll attack probably... He'll have to attack Halder. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense pretty much. But I could also attack with my ranger, but I think I'm going to use him for defense. So I'm going to have Arwen, because she gets to go twice, attack. Yeah, so she does take a little bit of damage. Okay, so Halder gets attacked, but not with the big guy. So what I want to do is have someone block and have the big guy attack. Oh. Yeah, Starbruch with one day. He'll give up. He'll use Narya and Starbruch. Okay, so Gandalf. I'm worried about... I want the Guardian to take 2 hits. That's the reason why I'm not using block on the Guardian. So Glorfindel's going to take a hit, maybe. Ugh, so it was just a little guy. He's playing it smart, because if I ever block with him, he's kind of reducing the hit points of everybody I have left. Now I could be smart and attack with Gandalf. But then he could kill any of my heroes, so I think I'm going to have to do this. If he hits me, yeah, so that's good. That's kind of what I wanted. I want to get 2 uses out of this guy before he goes away. Okay. And now I just have to worry about Uthak. Let's say we get a guy out that can guard right away, which would be this guy. Oh, look, he didn't really die. And he's got automatic guard, so I can just kind of sit back now. I just want to get rid of these champions for sure. So let's start with them. Alright. So Uthak is taken care of for this round. I think I can definitely... Okay, so I don't think Halder has gone yet. Yeah. So I basically am going to be able to take out... Reduce each player's hand to 3 cards. Alright. I still think I can bring out another ally. Nope, I can't. Well, we'll see. I don't have to worry about it just yet. Back to the dark. Well, she can definitely take this guy out. See if he plays anything new. Alright, I canceled an event, finally. So he's not going to get any extra resources, thankfully. Okay, so I just have to defeat Uthak, which I can't quite do unless... Oh, what'd he do? Gain Stalwart. So he's going to get to act twice next round. So I'm going to go ahead... Oh, you know, it's interesting that I can't even try to play Gandalf and replace him. But I think I can cheat and do it. So I'm going to have Gandalf go first. Alright, and then I'll bring out... who's the best? The Caregiver, because I need to heal. So I'm getting rid of... Seems crazy to get rid of Gandalf for the Caregiver. Let's heal this guy, because he's going to do some extra guarding for me, if I need it, which I don't think I will. So now we'll bring out Gandalf again. Well, let's go ahead and bring out... kind of trade in and out some people. Okay, so then we'll work on this objective. I'm not even going to get to play Back to the Dark. That's what's ridiculous. I should have played Back to the Dark and then used one of those heroes to do some threat events or hazards. Let's see. And I don't even need Crippling Strike. We're just basically spending all of our money. And then I'm bringing out the Outrider to replace the guard so that he can finish this hazard. What else am I doing? Reduce one enemy. And finally, Gandalf's coming back in, reducing threat by 3, playing Narya. Ah, what the hell. We'll go for taking him down to 1, and then putting him in guard mode, and then Gandalf will work on threat. So it's a new round. Okay, so he's got a guy out. I definitely can use Tom. Alright. I can bring out more healing. So I'm going to use Tom to cancel the next, but he's going to attack my guard. That's okay, because I can guard him again. Oh, but he's going to kill Uthak. Well, he probably won't attack with Uthak. What I'm trying to get to is just doing these last couple threat events. So we'll just go ahead and have Gandalf max out the threat, or fate. Reduce one enemy to 1 hit point. He doesn't have any resources left, so now I'm just kind of pumping up the points at the end. Remove guard, but they're already all gone. And we'll have... Oh, yeah, we'll get rid of one guy with Back to the Dark. I'm going to go ahead and bring out... let's have this guy. Yeah. So I'll bring out the Caregiver to heal, because Hero's health gives you extra points. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember if that's still a thing. And then there's not really anything I can do, because I don't get points for final fate totals. I am on 2 cards left. I did get to play Gandalf with Narya twice, so I think my luck has completely changed. I will have Bilbo, since he's the hero of the story, finish off Uthak. With a pained grunt, Uthak falls back while shouting at his minions to kill you all. You have a feeling you haven't seen the last of him. Ah, campaign completed. I don't know if you guys can hear this talking. Thanks, Joe. So we're seeing that continuation of the campaign into the next one, looking for the ring. All right. Ooh, I got a hero award. Use Arwen's upkeep ability 50 times. So that's cool. So you get rewards for using heroes. Looks like I got Grace of the LotR, -1 threat, restore 1 health to every character. That's a cool card to get. Some Valor rewards. First completion, get some Guardian of the Forest. Those are really cool cards. I like the fact that they're automatic guard, stalwart, ranged. Oh, I didn't complete it with Bilbo at full health. Oh, that's the only one I didn't do. If I would have known that was one of the objectives, I would have worked on that, but I could have easily healed him up. Alright, first time hero completion. So it's really cool that they have all these really neat things to give you as Valor rewards. And now I'm done with Campaign 1. Yay! So I've done the tutorial in Campaign 1. I've got Campaign 2 and then 3 encounters. I've done the King of Carrion before and beaten it. You know, what can I say? But it'll be interesting to take uh, this new deck in there and see how it does in the long run. I feel like I do better if I can survive long term. I kind of roll through scenario levels and kind of heal up, and I reduce threat. So I'm kind of good for the long game. I just have to, um, I just have to kind of watch out for crazy, crazy moves. I need to make sure I don't um, do anything stupid. And then, of course, there's some surprising things with the new encounter. So, or with the first campaign. So I'm thinking maybe there might be some surprises in store for me on this encounter. Looks like there's some locked frames, so I can spend some of my money on that. So there are some cosmetic things. I haven't noticed a lot of options as far as, wow, there's a lot of things to unlock. That's cool. I like that. I like a lot of things that you can kind of work toward. To me, I feel like it's more, I don't know. I don't necessarily mind that there's cosmetic things that you purchase with Fellowship, but I also really would like to see possibly some card options. You know, that you can buy some card options with Valor. But I don't really have a whole I think I have everything so far because of the tier that I purchased at. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. There's an expansion coming out soon. I think the update this week was just previewing some of those cards you get, and so and I think they're just still kind of celebrating the early release. They're not, or they're out of early release. Their official release, and so I think that they're kind of waiting on releasing any kind of big updates before that happens. So I think I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I haven't purchased yet, which I don't think there is. I think I've purchased everything. Um, but I am curious if you can purchase things with Valor points if you don't, if you have them. If you have the points and you don't have those cards yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Looks like there's card backs purchasable, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of where we're at so far this week. I think what I might do, since I've been playing Lord of the Rings for a couple weeks, before I start a new campaign or do any of the encounters, I might go ahead and take a break and go back to Gloomhaven. We're still trying to see exactly how long this adventure mode is. And then I'm also trying to unlock 3 heroes. What I might do is, if I beat it, I might go ahead and play off screen for a while until I can unlock 4 heroes, and then I'll come back to Gloomhaven and test out 4 heroes, especially if they ever get that Tinkerer out. He is supposed to be out in the fall, or quarter 3, actually, I think, according to their roadmap. So he should be out very soon. It'll be cool to try the Tinkerer. I know a lot of people are much more anxious about seeing the Mind Thief, which I am too. He's a great character that adds a lot of really cool effects. So that's supposed to be the next stage after. So they're doing the last of the 6 heroes first. And so I might take a little bit of a break once I do the adventure mode the first time, finish it the first time. But we'll check it out one more time. I'm hoping to also take a look at the X cards and see if I can throw any of those and make into my deck and see if they're better. But until then, don't forget to come and check us out on Saturday, where we're playing through the Lord of the Rings Adventures in Middle-earth, or Journeys in Middle-earth, or something happening in Middle-earth. We'll be playing that again on Saturday, continuing that campaign. It's pretty exciting. We're doing really well so far. And then otherwise I'll be back here on Tuesday. So we'll see you all guys all later. Thanks, Lard. Congratulations. I appreciate it. It was after that terrible defeat that really depressed me last week. I'm glad I kind of came back out and won it pretty handily. So I'll see you guys next week.